Well, hi there. It's been a very, very long time. Figured I'd just go live on this one. Actually, it took me like 2 whole minutes to take a good thumbnail because these guys keep on moving around. So yeah, we bought some steers. Those are cattle, male cattle, or they used to be male. They're typically used for meat. So we've done obviously for those of you who watched in the past, you know that we got Buttercup, our dairy cow, and she gave us 2 babies over the years, and had a lot of great experiences with that. But that combined with a few other things going on in our lives at the time, we just kind of got burned out. Having a milk cow for one family is a lot of work, and we made cheese every day and separated the cream, which that part's kind of automatic, but made butter, and then you recycled the milk, giving it to the other animals. Anyway, it was a great situation in a lot of ways, but just like I said, we just got a little bit burned out, and we kind of it was such an extreme amount of burnout that we kind of swore off having big animals for a while. In fact, this is kind of ironic, and I'll just fast forward. I actually just a few weeks ago finished taking down most of my electric fencing behind me here. had that field sectioned off into 16-foot wide sections, about 120 feet long, and every week or so I'd move our cows on that to graze. Anyway, I just took all that stuff out, and then a couple weeks ago, my uncle, who's interested in a lot of the same things that we are, asked. He says, "Hey, have you thought of getting some beef cows?" And long story short, we looked around for some deals, and considering the costs of hay versus the grass that we have on the property, decided that for food, the possibility of food scarcity in the future, you never know. I mean, I'm not particularly worried about the future now, any more than just wanting to be prepared. Of course, every day that goes by, we're one day closer to to something happening. Anyway, it's always a good idea, I think, to have some meat on the hoof or on the foot, alive, if there's room for it. And we have room for it, and in fact, it was kind of a shame to have all this property going to waste. I've got a lot of it, 5 acres back there that are just not good for anything except animal forage, and hay. At the moment, obviously we could do things to it to make it useful in other ways, but it just felt wasteful, to have stewardship over this land and not be doing anything with it. It's beautiful. I really love seeing the grass grow every year, but again, not extremely useful. And I don't just want to cut hay, which is definitely an option. Could have been an option. We don't own a tractor, but everyone around us does, and it's pretty easy to find somebody that's willing to cut and bale the hay. I'm not particularly fond of that idea, though. I mean, as far as like just having a hay operation, just cutting and baling hay, selling it. We could make a lot of money right now. Right now in the West, it's very dry and hay is very expensive. So we could potentially make a lot of money just doing that. Luckily, we don't need the money right now. I've got my career, my art career, which takes care of our needs. But I'm concerned a little bit about the land. Hi, everybody who's joined on this live stream. Appreciate you. Good to see you again. So it's more of a sustainability issue. I want to both utilize what we have and take care of the land at the same time. And cows are a great option for that. Any grazing animal, because they eat the grass, they process it, they poop it out, and turn it into fertilizer that the grass couldn't possibly get on its own. I mean, maybe after many generations, probably decades of this grass growing and dying and, you know, reintegrating into the soil, you know, we might build up a little bit of good nutrient, you know, structure in the soil. But without these cows, it takes forever. And with them, you know, they add healthy microbes. Anyway, it's a cycle that's just meant to work this way. Everett affectionately named them Beef and Cheese. I told him not to name them, but that was his you know, meet in the middle type of situation. The plan is to eat them. You know, that's where beef comes from, unfortunately. I don't like killing animals, but these ones wouldn't really be alive if they didn't have that use. So my point is, or my goal is to give them a good life, really good life, if I can. Take really good care of them, love them, respect them, and we'll keep them as long as we can until we need them, until they can serve a purpose beyond what they currently are, which is currently helping the land. I'm gonna head back towards the house. Let me show you this. So this is an area of our property that actually even the county assessors have deemed completely useless. They don't even tax us for this part. In fact, it covers a couple acres at least. And the reason being that it's just completely gone to shambles, really. This used to be a settling area, I guess, where they would let the manure and urine from the cattle operation that used to be here settle there, evaporate, you know, reuse it on the fields. But there were some major cracks in this big section of concrete. It's really large. And in those cracks, we found that the dirt was always remaining nice and moist. And we stuck a couple sticks in the ground. This one happened to be a little 2-foot tall stick from this cottonwood tree, Siouxland poplar, actually. And it's been just a few years, and it's grown exponentially faster than any of our other trees on the property. And it's fascinating what a little bit of concrete mulch will do. It keeps the moisture in the ground. And the same thing with this one. This is a willow, just a green willow tree. And I just put a stick from one of our other willows in a similar hole in the ground, a crack in the concrete. Just not last year, but the year before, so 2019, the springtime. And it's already, look at that, it's already 10, 12 feet tall and 15 feet around. Amazing. It's taken our other trees 5 years to get that big. Fascinating to me. I want to utilize that little bit of knowledge, information that I've garnered from that experience, and invest in more mulch. Oh, there we go. There's better lighting. It feels a lot nicer in the shade too. It's getting cooler now, but it's been pretty hot, generally speaking, most days. So the shade is at a premium, and it's very nice. Very nice this time of evening. Still head back to the house. Anyway, that's what we've been doing lately. I would like to report that we are happy. All of us are healthy. We actually had COVID. I don't know if I can even say that on here and not get dinged or something. Who cares? But it wasn't luckily serious for any of us. We fared through it pretty easily. And yeah, we're healthy, happy, like I said, and just really enjoying the summer. Lizzie has a job, full-time job. She's driving. Thank you, Grandma. my mom gave her a car, which is super cool. Very nice of her. Obviously, I'm trying to update you on a lot of things all at once. But yeah, see, here are the trees that I was talking about. One of these, well, actually, that one back there was the one that I took that stick from, and its child is almost as big as its mother there. But you know, this to us is like the meaning of living in the country, and just, and again, a lot of our viewers are not in the West, so you may not fully appreciate what a tree means to us out here. But we are so grateful to be here where these trees have finally taken root and, you know, really taken off, and it's just really exciting to us to have these really thick areas where it's essentially in constant shade. It's really enjoyable to us, and our trees are getting quite thick and quite large, especially in this area. It's really cool to think that these things all started from sticks that we had cut from other trees. We had a hard time being patient in the beginning. It took a few years for them to really take hold, but now they're kind of going like gangbusters. Okay, to finish off, well, I'll show you a little bit of the house. Many of you have been watching our journey with this house, and it's taken us a long time. We've done a lot of work on the inside right now, which I'm not going to show you today. I haven't actually showed a lot of it in the past, but I plan on doing that. Also being more active on here. We've talked a lot about this. We feel like we're ready to share our lives again, largely because we feel more healthy and at one with ourselves and our situation, and we know it's not perfect, and we don't care because it's a work in progress, and we're not going to let negative comments get us down. I had a problem with that in the past. Not so much now. I don't let it bother me. But anyway, just to say that we're gonna be on here more again. We've learned how to, Laura Jean particularly has learned how to edit videos and become quite good at it. I'm seeing all these comments. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here and watching me live. That's kind of fun. For those of you who are watching later, hi to you too. Let me see if I can, yeah, look at that. Love this time of day. Look at this beautiful sunset, light on the mountains in the distance. Very pretty. But so I wanted to actually show you that view, and then just a quick view of the house. We've begun to stucco, and we've put in some new windows up there. I've experimented with the sunroom. These are all things that I want to talk about in upcoming videos. I invested in some quite expensive triple or quadruple wall. What's it called? Anyway, it's a high quality plastic. I don't know, something. I'll get it right after I turn it off. After experimenting with that stuff, I think I'm going to change things up a little bit, and I'll bring you guys along for the ride. That's been a multi-year project, just kind of experimenting with different things. It keeps things extremely warm in there, but we don't like the aesthetics of this kind of modern-looking space-age plastic. It does great, but polycarbonate, thank you, Carol. Just got that comment there. Appreciate that. Let's see, we've added the stucco up there. There's a better view of it. Anyway, I'll cut it short here, but that's with the promise that I will be back soon. Because I want to, I really do. I miss the camaraderie, I miss the friendships that we've made. We really kind of like with all the shutdowns, you know, we kind of learned how much we needed friends and people around us locally. I've, you know, my time away from YouTube and taking a break from that has made me realize that there's a lot of good in that I really value in my life now, and I've got to where I really missed it. Both of us have, me and Laura Jean. Kids, not so much. They, we'll see. We'll ease them back into it, maybe to a lesser degree, but just as much as they want to is all. But summer's a great time to share all this stuff. So I'll just leave you now, but with a quick view of some of the flowers that we've put in. Cement mixer, as always, is ready for business. Anyway, I love watching these flowers get bigger and bigger. Well, just love the sounds. All right, thanks for joining me for a few minutes tonight. I'll see you soon. Bye.